That's right. We've maintained about the same consistency of production value. I'm your host, Brooker, and I'm joined by another host who we will reveal momentarily. I'm going to look at this one now. You probably could guess who it is, but in case you can't, it is my actual co-host, the other brother of the Broken English Brothers. It is Carter. He
It's
is
me this time.
back after a week hiatus.
It has been. This has been crazy.
We're both EP, so hopefully.
Did you guys just wake up?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. So a lot has happened. A lot has happened. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. So let's get. If you got something to start with, or if you want me to start, we can do that.
I wish you'd play Don't Starve together.
That's where you want to go, huh? You want to dig.
They
up.
have this really big update coming out.
Okay, this show is about bringing new information to light, to talk about exciting things, and you're just
It
digging
is
up,
exciting.
you're just digging up this old story.
Why don't you tell everybody why you won't play this video game?
Because it's ugly and I don't like looking at it.
And
All
Julie.
the comments are like, "That's a great point."
No, Julie. Everybody thinks you're crazy for that because I was telling Patrick. Patrick's gotten into it, and we've been playing it pretty frequently. And he's just like, "Yeah, why doesn't Brooker play this game? It seems like it might be up his alley." And I'm like,
He says
"Just the art style." He says it. He thinks of Tim Burton too much, and
you don't.
he can't deal with the Tim Burton. No, I don't think of Tim Burton at all when I
looks
play that game.
ugly, and I don't like it. And yeah, I think
It's a beautiful cartoon game.
That's a legitimate reason, in my opinion.
I think
a
it's a legitimate
reason would be like, I just don't want to.
Yeah, no, I think it's a legitimate reason. I just think the gameplay is so fun, it's worth pushing past.
Well, look, there's this other game I saw on Steam. It's called I don't even remember, but it's like a Stardew Valley game, basically. It's
Yeah.
like a farm simulator.
Yeah, Farms of Medusa or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's like with this lady and it has like a
yes,
pink
she's
aesthetic. Yeah.
Yes, okay. And I was like, oh, it's a great rated. I'm like, this could be it. And then I looked at the game. I'm like, it's just uglier Stardew. Like, there's something
It looks cute.
I don't know. I don't like it. It looks too. I don't know. It just looks too flashy.
For me, I just really can't grasp my mind around the game of playing. Like, it does feel like Stardew is like accomplished everything in like the farming simulator, like the cozy farm simulator. You know?
Mean, yeah. I think if you're just trying to do that and then maybe slightly different.
I don't know how you iterate on that in any different way, because and I say that as someone who's just not a fan of Stardew. I say it as like I'm naive of like the appeal of Stardew, so that's why it's like hard for me to understand. I'm like, why don't you just only play Stardew? I don't know what anything else could offer that Stardew just doesn't have.
There's this one game that looks it's in early access too. You can tell in some ways. It's called like Tavern Keeper or Innkeeper or something.
I think I might have heard this.
It's like you're a tavern manager, but you can like farm and you make your produce or something.
Yeah, there's been like a big discussion about how like almost every aspect of life is now like have a simulator. Like apparently one of like the more popular games right now is VHS rental
I saw that
simulator.
one.
Apparently that one's like in the top 5 selling of like last month or something. Have you been playing it, Hannah? Not Hannah, Julie? She made a face.
What?
I hit screen capture when trying to change the close-up, and it switched to my screen.
That's funny. Had a brain zap.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I gotta see if I'm pretty sure I took my medication this morning, but maybe I haven't, which might be day 2 of not having it, and that's never good. So I just gotta remember to take it tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know. Some people are framing it as it's like dystopian, but it's just like I think people just like doing certain stuff and being left alone to do it the best they can.
Well, yeah, and like part of it is because it's gamified, and it might be something that you're doing, and like
You
there's,
can
like,
pick
a
it up
fun
and leave it
feedback
when you're
loop.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not doing this because I have to.
Yeah, and when you want to break from it, you can have a break from it versus, well, I have to go in and tomorrow and I have to do it again.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so I got something. Chuck Norris died.
Okay. I do remember. Yeah, I heard about that.
Huh? Who's that?
Who's that? What's the relevance, I guess? Where are you going with that?
I mean, he was a cultural icon. But specifically, I have two fond memories. Well, maybe not fond.
I mean,
but
I am
distinct memories.
I do have one big thing about him, I'll say.
Okay, let me share my two.
Yeah,
and
no,
it's-
you go
maybe,
first.
Maybe yours is the same as my second one.
Yeah,
But
probably is.
I just remember I was in drama class. I was probably like 12 or 11. This is in middle school, whatever. And we were doing like improv or something. And I was telling my scene partner, I was like, oh, it's like act like Chuck Norris or something. And she's like, who? And then my drama teacher was like, he's like a big action movie star. He's like macho man, like
He's like the epitome
of manliness, or and she's
because
like,
of the
oh,
memes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I don't know why I still remember that, but I do. And then the other one was we were watching Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
We're watching Texas Ranger, and I think our mom was like, "Man, this show's so stupid." I'm like, oh yeah.
Mom said that?
She said something that was like, "This show's like not very good" or something like that.
What?
She's
Oh,
like-
it might have been when we were older. Because I watched it as a
Yeah,
kid,
this was when we
unironic.
lived in Keenwick.
Yeah, no. What I mean, younger. Like, I watched it when I was, like, less than 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere around there. Because I had only hit 10 when we lived in that house. So it was between like the age. For me, it was like between the ages of like 10 and like 12.
So that's, like, 4 or 6 years after, like, what I'm referring to. Because then I
Okay.
came back to it
Well,
when I was in my teenage years. as,
anyhow-
like, a kind of like oh, this is kind of funny.
we were watching it, and she's like, "This is so predictable." And she's like, "Oh yeah." We're like, "Oh yeah." Well, what happened? She's like, and she predicted it exactly. She's like, he gets on the boat, it goes over, and then it explodes, and then this happens, and then it happened. We're like, "Well, you watched this?"
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
No, she didn't watch the show. She's like, "No, I haven't seen it." She's like, "But it's the same stuff every time." And we're like, "No, you watched it, Mom."
I wish. Was I there for that? I would feel like I
think
would
so.
remember that.
I feel like you were.
I mean, I was the only one that would put that show on.
Exactly.
That and Dukes of Hazzard. Do you remember that era?
Yeah, I remember.
Magnolia, where I'd put on Dukes of Hazzard like every night at like 7 or some
yeah,
shit.
I remember. And I ended
And
up
I'd eat
getting
animal
into it.
crackers.
Yeah.
And you what?
I remember I got into Dukes of Hazzard because
It was fun.
Yeah, it was neat.
It was just
alright.
fun. It was silly stuff.
Now them old balls there are gonna
Just
kill the
a
sheriff.
couple of how is it? He's like just a couple of
boys.
modern day Robin Hood or something like that.
It's like a couple of boys, never up to
No good. Riding the system like a two modern day Robin Hood. That's how it
That
goes.
sounds right.
Yeah. And then I was talking to Rivers about it. He was like, "Oh yeah, that movie was like, what the fuck?" Because
Was he
we
talking about the
the
whole
movie.
Jessica Simpson?
Yeah. I guess there's a scene, and I remember when the movie came out, hearing it from my church, like my church leaders. Them, yeah, that show ain't like the old one. There's like this whole scene where they walk in and they're all naked or something like that. I guess there's like a scene. I never watched it, and I never watched the unrated version.
You watched the movie.
I did watch the movie, but not the unrated version. And I watched the movie when it was on TV, not when it like came out in theaters.
Yeah.
But I had to like track that one down, kind of thing. So there was like a couple of months where I was waiting for it to show up on some random channel.
I thought it was like PG. You're saying they made
It was
like
PG-13, but they had an X-rated where like I think their wieners were out and everything. Like they're yeah, because Rivers was telling me, he's like, "What the hell is this?" And I'm like, yeah, just so you know, that movie was nothing like the original. The original was like,
It was kind of campy.
it was so campy and so formulaic, and I want to say like, I think that's when like I opened my mind to like I really hate formulaic shit. Because it just, like, it's okay to a certain degree, but after a while, it like you start wanting more, and when something doesn't give that, that is like such a heartbreaking thing, because it's just like, it's like you can be a little bit formulaic, and that's how you set up like what's the word, diversion of expectations or something, or whatever. You can do things like a bit cleverly. Once you have a formula, you can start to break off of that or commentate on that. But if you never get to that point, then it like worsens that formula. Whereas like the formula can be neutral if you build off of it, but if you don't, then it'll be worse. It'll be a
Okay.
bad negative thing. And
You're
unfortunately,
saying the original show got formulaic?
yeah, so formulaic you can describe almost every episode as criminal comes into town, does something bad,
The Duke Boys don't handle
yeah, and then Boss Hogg uses that crime to frame the Duke Boys so he can wrongly arrest them. Duke Boys have to clear their name. And apparently, and I was just like, I remember like reading something where I was like just doing research on the show, which you know you do when you get into stuff, and I was just like, wait a second, and then I start going through every single episode. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is 70% of the show, with like a few episodes where they were like two-parters, where it was like evil Boss Hogg's nephew comes into town and he's like, I got a scheme.
Let's kill him and then
Yeah,
have
yeah,
sex
yeah.
with
It was like,
Daisy
yeah,
Duke.
because he was like super evil or something. He was like, he was Boss Hogg if Boss Hogg wasn't as incompetent, and
Boss
that's what
Hogg-
made
is
him
Boss
dangerous.
Hogg a cop?
No, he's he's like the mayor of the
Oh,
city.
that's right.
Yeah, and he works with his crooked cops.
Isn't that what
Roscoe Pico.
Doug Dimmadome was based off of?
I don't know if he was based off of, but it is that very iconic all-white suit with the 10-gallon white hat.
Fat
He has
dude.
like that white rectangular car with bull horns on the
Okay,
front.
so yeah, I'd say Doug Dimmadome was
Was
inspired.
probably based off of him, yeah.
Doug Dimmadome.
I do remember one thing when either mom or grandma I'd be watching, like, they waste so much food in this show, and they'd say that. I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, watch. And then acting Chuck, and we're gonna get them Duke boys, and we're gonna teach them a lesson once for all, and then I'll have Uncle Jesse's time. Now, time to dig in. Cut. It's like they
Really?
never take a bite. It's just like all that fucking food, and then it's just like they never eat any of it.
Well, they
like
might after the show. Like,
I would hope, but it's just like.
probably not.
But it's like the joke was like he eats so much, so they would have a whole buffet almost every episode of just
time
Boss
to
Hogg,
be.
and it's just like I really hope they eat that and they don't just go like, all right.
Well, this is like 40 years ago, so
That's the thing. It's like they could have probably been pretty wasteful.
where's that food now, you think?
It's decomposed. Has to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Well, it has to be. I mean, like food,
Yeah,
meat doesn't like stay alive for 40 years.
No, I know it's a joke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know. There was some good episodes. There was some fun stuff.
I don't know how the honk goes.
It goes like that.
I think I've seen somebody that had a El Camino.
Yeah, did they have the Confederate flag? I never put that together. That General Lee and the Confederate. It's like General Lee was
Well,
like
you know,
one of the big like Southern like we need to make sure slaves stay slaves. It's just like
them Duke boys.
oh. Yeah, I don't know if there was any black characters that were mainstays or good guys. I know one black character that was a slight reoccurring character. He was like a tertiary character. Tertiary. He would only show up maybe once a season or once every other season, and it was basically when it had to do with plots revolving around the Duke boys, because one of the things was that they were on parole or something, or probation or something, and one of the rules was that they were not allowed to leave Duke County or Hazard County or whatever. So any episode where they'd have to leave it, they had to avoid this mean like skilled guy. You know, he knew his stuff. He wasn't like incompetent like Roscoe Pico and the others. He was like, they had to put their minds together just to get by him. And he wouldn't be the enemy. He would just be like this big hurdle that they would have to solve. Usually in two-parters. He wasn't always in two-parters, but typically two-parters had him.
The Duke boys.
Because like the first half will be about them figuring stuff out, and then like the last half of the first part episode is them trying to get away from him and outrun him and get in so they can get into the next town to do the thing that they need to do. So...
All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about the Dukes of Hazzard?
I mean, it was a really fun show. They tried to do some spin-offs. One of the things, like, with the formula that I want to talk about is this, like you do get, like, these character growths where it's, like, one of the characters ends up becoming... But at the same time, it suffers from that pre-1995, 1997 issue where if one of the minor characters becomes so popular and starts having an arc... They're like, we're going to give him his own show and write him off the ours. And then it's just like, whoa, you're just going to throw away like all the growth this character. Because like, what's his name? Enos, where he starts and up until before he goes to the next show.
Wait, who's Enos?
Enos, so it was Roscoe Pico and Enos. And Enos was like the other deputy. But he had a good heart. He thought he's doing the good thing because he's like, well, I'm with the law. I got to uphold the law. Yeah, but he had a good heart in him and everything. And that would kind of clash with Roscoe, who just wants to make Boss Hogg happy and doesn't really give a crap.
Oh, yeah, Enos the penis.
Yeah, Enos the penis.
Oh, yeah, and they made him like a dunce in the movie. That's right.
Yeah, well, I will say, when they got rid of Enos, they had to bring in a new guy called Cletus. And Cletus was like this freaking idiot.
Wait, so what happened to Enos? He got his own show?
He got his own show, so he went to leave it, and the show bombed because it's just like, well, it's like, what?
He moved to Los Angeles. I'm going to make it in the big city.
Yeah, I think it lasts one season, and then they had to write him back in. And he's like, I'm back!
Yeah, that's what it says.
But none of that is as great as...
That was in 1980.
Yeah. Dang, yeah.
So
pre-1994, 97, they kept messing up. We were like, all right, you're doing super successful. We're going to give you your own show, and it'll just...
So what are you talking about pre-1990? Because that still happens.
Yeah, I don't...
Yeah, like
very
Friends,
was
if they have it
with Friends post-1997?
Yeah, it was airing in like the early 2000s.
Really? I thought it ended in like 99 or something.
I don't think so. When did Friends end? Julie, when did Friends end? Well, if only you had some way to look it up.
I'm busy.
Well, it's more so you don't like dead air.
2004 is when it ended.
Wow. I hate that freaking show. Somebody told me, somebody posted something funny I saw the other day where they're like, if I had like $1 billion, I would buy the rights to Friends and then just re-release it, but without the laugh track, so everybody realizes how much of like a shitty-ass fucking unfunny show it is.
Okay, hold on. I gotta say this. I remember there was a time I liked Friends, and I was just like, I think it's better than Seinfeld, because I liked Seinfeld too.
Okay.
But the thing is, even if you had a show like Seinfeld, if you turn off the laugh track, like, yes, it's creepy and it's weird, but it's like that for every show that has a laugh track. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be the funniest show in the world if it has a laugh track because they built in the pauses.
Yeah, they built in the pauses. You say that, but we can look back and we can quote things from Seinfeld that are still funny out of context of the scene.
You could do that with... Some people do that with Friends.
Remember the time they walk in and they see each other? Like,
look, I don't even really like Friends. But
I don't know if you can do that with Friends. I think it's
there's
more of like...
It's a, how you doing? People like that.
Well, is that fun? How you doing? Without the context, is that funny? Like, without the context of, like, remember that time they're, like, taking a dump and then she screwed over that guy and then she's just like, hey, please pass me one toilet paper, I'm out. And they're like, no, fuck you. It's just like, that's a funny scenario. I think that's what makes Seinfeld funny, is that they were funny scenarios.
Well, yeah,
whereas the other things, it's just like,
sitcom, situational
it's like,
comedy.
whoops.
Well, no, because there's other stuff like We Were on a Break, That's kind of funny, I guess.
What was we were on a break? Like it's
Oh,
like
dang,
oh
man,
they we were on a break, and then that's like the
no, well,
punchline.
no, is Ross, David Schwimmer.
He like has sex with somebody, but
Well,
they were on a break.
He had sex with somebody while him and Rachel were we're on a break.
But that's the thing. Him saying he's like how his delivery is the punchline. I don't know if that's. I think the joke needs to work on its own merits.
like,
If
I
your
think that-
delivery is like the only thing selling it, I think then that's some people's humor. But
Look,
I just
want to reiterate. I don't think, like, looking back now, like, if you ask me right now in my current age, I don't think Friends is that funny. But I feel like
well, I also find it kind of offensive.
because you haven't even seen it.
Well, I just find it really offensive that they would say like 3 unemployed people could live in New York. Fucking.
They weren't unemployed.
Didn't they have like some bullshit job? Like one was a janitor or some shit.
No. One was an actor,
Okay.
and he was on like Days of Our Lives and like in universe.
Mm.
And then I don't remember. Ross was like a museum. Didn't he work at a museum? He was a paleontologist. And then the other one, and then Matthew Perry's character, what was his name? Chandler. He worked at an advertising agency.
All right.
So for them,
Yeah, I guess
it makes
that's
sense because they all lived in the same.
What about the
apartment.
last one?
Well, there's
the
three
girl?
more. The 3 girls. Yeah, those didn't make any sense because Rachel worked at like a
Some bar
No, she worked at didn't she work at Central Park or whatever, the coffee shop?
at a coffee
Yeah,
shop.
she worked at a coffee shop.
She worked at a coffee shop and has like a huge
Exactly,
flat
yes.
in
No,
New York
the women,
City.
The
Fuck
women,
off.
whatever, because then Phoebe was a masseuse, and then I don't even remember. Monica was like a chef, yeah. Which maybe chef you could make some money.
Maybe, but like I mean.
But a masseuse you could make money too. But yes, it was
I guess.
unrealistic because they were enormous apartments, like for New York, anyways.
Yeah, even in the 80s, 90s, or whatever
It was like
the fuck.
late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I still think that's.
I don't know, but that's every
Almost
that's like
offensive.
every sitcom. I feel like.
I guess. I mean, again, I think like
What's the deal? I'm rich as hell, and you know it anyway.
Seinfeld wasn't funny. Larry David was what made that show funny, and Seinfeld, in his clever, evil, scheming ways, managed to convince everybody to make the show named after him and let him take all the credit for
He actually
anything.
was probably the least funny character.
He was the least funny character. I don't even know what he contributed because, like, his character,
He
like,
was the straight man. That's
he was the
thing.
straight
He was
man.
the one that is like, no, what you guys are doing is nonsense.
yeah, but it's like when you think of that show, you think of Kramer's antics. You think of
yes, but the thing is,
George Costanza's
dude,
antics.
you have to have a straight man.
I know you have to have a straight man, but to say the straight man's behind, it's like, well, aren't I funny because I was the straight man? And it's just like, you didn't even, I don't even know if you wrote the
You know
show.
what? That actually sounds like a good video essay topic. It's like, was Seinfeld even funny?
He
during the
wasn't
show?
funny. Like, that's the
Look,
thing.
guys, we got to do this.
Anything he was funny, I think Curb Your Enthusiasm kind of proved how much Larry David was really behind everything.
I love Curb.
And maybe he had somebody to bounce off the ideas. I don't know. Maybe Seinfeld had just somebody on. I don't know. People tell me Seinfeld, well, he was actually pretty funny. Like, I know he has, like, some crappy stand-up routines, but some of it was pretty
Really? 'Cause
good.
I was going to say, I'm like, I could see him being not funny in the show, but funny on stand-up. But
Yeah, but do you know any of his stand-up routines or anything?
What's the deal?
What's the deal
airline
with
foods?
airplane? Yeah,
That is
airplane.
What's the deal anyway?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I get during that time, observational humor was because I guess society at that time kind of had this mentality of like, it's only going to get better. So the only thing that's really funny is tedious things because that's going to be the only negative aspects of our society because we can only go forward.
Observational humor will always
Observational humor is funny. I'm just saying, like, what he was observing was, like, the stupidest.
When you're flying in first class, doesn't it suck when they give you peanuts?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like.
Doesn't it suck?
When you're flying first class.
When your girlfriend's 16 years old and her parents won't let you go out. I mean, what's the deal with that? It's America.
What's the deal with that?
It's America.
Well, there's laws where you can. I mean, it's not illegal in certain states.
They gave consent.
They gave consent. Did you see them?
Did you see them? I mean, she's her own person. Anyways, the B movie, right?
I don't like talking about the B movie.
Do you think she would have gone all the way with the B?
See, the B movie's interesting, and again, I don't
We
think...
don't have to talk about the B
I don't
movie.
think Jerry Seinfeld was behind that, but then again, he did do a lot of those, like, publicity stunts.
He did the Pop-Tart movie, too.
Pop-Tart...
Do you remember what it was called?
Yeah, Frosted or Unfrosted.
Unfrosted.
Unfrosted, and that is the epitome of who Seinfeld is and what his humor is.
What if we made a movie about Pop-Tarts?
Well,
it's so ridiculous.
I don't know if you know, but he's like severely autistic about certain stuff. Like he's severely autistic about Superman. No, I mean like
say like
no, I like his whole thing with wanting to make that was his magnum opus. That was what he described as his magnum opus. He's like, this will surpass Seinfeld. Like, I'm not even joking. He said this.
That.
Yeah, I think
Can we get a fact check on here?
I'm like 90% sure he said, he's like, this is something I'm more proud of than Seinfeld ever will be.
Please?
What am I fact checking?
There's like a quote from Seinfeld, Jerry, him saying something along the lines of like, before the Unfrosted movie's reception was received, before it was released, him talking about it, he was like, this probably is more closer to me than Seinfeld. We can look it up post and we can like pull up the clip if we find it. If we don't, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I remember hearing about this where he was just like, and he was obsessed about it because his whole thing, and he talks about this so many times, of just like coming home and watching TV and eating your Pop-Tarts and your cereal. And like, I just think he hyper fixated watching Superman and doing, you know, all this stuff. And I don't think he ever let it go. And I think he's like, he has like a lot of psychotic aspects of him.
You're a millionaire. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, and it's just like, what does he do? He just sits in his cave alone.
Is he still dating that teenager?
No. They were only together for like a year or two. I don't know.
Did she get pregnant?
No. I think it was like pretty, like, it was fun. Like, I don't think anything like it. And that's the thing is like, that's why I'm just like, I don't think like Seinfeld was like a bad dude for dating her, because it's just like, I think the guy's just kind of all sorts of,
he's crazy.
I don't know. I mean, it's just like, I was thinking about this the other day, just like, I mean, it was really helpful for me to like just really realize, like, it's just like, just figure out what you want when you're dating, and it's just like, as long as they have that, as long as they have what you're looking for.
Let's not talk about that.
What do you mean?
You know, if I didn't know any better,
what?
Maybe I'm just missing track. But you're like, it sounds like you're justifying. Like, well, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal.
I don't think
he's like in his
whole
30s. He's in his 30s.
I just don't. No, I don't think it was a big deal. I think it's like.
I think it's weird. I think
it is weird. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just saying like, I think he's pretty superficial with what he wants. I don't think it's any different than him just getting some gold digger or something. I don't think that's what she was.
So
She seemed like she was just like, I think she was just an open-minded girl, and she's like, I'll try. Sure, he's older than me, whatever. Let's try it out. And she seemed to be like, because like even then she's like, no, I don't regret it.
Well, that's the thing is like that the argument is like they're not mentally capable of understanding the ramifications of what they're doing.
And then I think that's true to like a certain degree on certain stuff. I just think Seinfeld is like, I don't think he's still mentally cognitive. Him being 70 years old or 80 or however old he is right now, like, I don't think he's ever been like a cognitive guy.
He's not like 80.
No, he's up there. He's like 70 something, I think.
There's no way.
Yeah. There was you remember the elephant
He's
graveyard?
71.
Yeah. Okay, 70 is what I was thinking of then.
He doesn't look bad for 70.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
really
the thing.
Rich,
In the elephant graveyard video about Seinfeld, with his movie, they do a really good job of showing. It's like it's important to understand that the lady in this episode of Seinfeld, and it shows this old lady with white hair. She's like, oh, what's going on? Oh, and it's like playing his grandmother. He's like, it's important to keep in mind, like, she is younger than how old Seinfeld is right now. She was like 67 or 68. And it's like, Seinfeld is 70 whatever right now. And it's just like, when we have, like, I think when you get rid of like all the...
What is the argument there? What is the
I just don't, I don't think he's ever been like, I think he peaked when he was like, or he found lucky success when he was younger. And because of that, he's still like this 20-year-old. And I don't know. I mean, you're how old right now? 20 something, 28,
27.
27. I don't know if you remember what it's like being 20 or 22, but for me, that was still a very confusing time. I feel like until I was 20,
about the same for me.
see, for me, it was very different. Like who I was at 20 versus who I was at like just 24, super different. And who I was at 24 versus who I was at 28, 29, super different. It was just like, and that's the thing. And some people I feel like maybe like if they had the success, the whole world's telling them you're great and keep the way you are, he might just still have the mind of like a 20-year-old.
I don't know.
I'm starting to realize
That's something about
with a lot of the boomers I'm dealing with in different places.
Is he a boomer?
I think if you're 70 or 80, yeah, you're a
If he was
boomer.
born in the 50s, maybe, yeah.
Maybe, yeah. But like anybody who's 60 or older, I'm starting to realize a lot of them really are just like socially and cognitively inept in a lot of ways. And it's just like it's not fair to hold them to like, I mean you can hold them to whatever accountability you want, but like I think it's just like just because somebody's older doesn't mean they're any more cognitively mature than somebody else who's like 19 or 18. That's not to say that they can date people or anything. I just like, yeah, it just sounds like he would make like a bunch of dumb decision making, because it's just like he never had to learn to grow as a person.
Yeah, I could see that, especially he had success pretty.
Yeah, he had
like
success pretty early. Oh, just because he knew somebody and he thinks
is that his come up story?
That's how I interpret it. He knew Larry David. Larry David took him to success, and then he retired.
Did SNL before Seinfeld, right?
Probably. Larry David is actually pretty talented.
He's pretty funny.
He's pretty funny. I think he earned his grit, and he had to learn that talent. I think Seinfeld just happened to know him, and because that show was called Seinfeld, he got all the credit for all of it, and I really don't think he's even... Maybe he is responsible for some of it. I don't think so, considering he has not been able to capture that lightning in the bottle with anything, whereas Larry David... But again, he wasn't like... I don't think he was the writer. I think he was just like a producer in it, and the lead voice actor. It's like saying like... Well, Chris Pratt, I mean, he's been in Mario, and it's just like, yeah, but he didn't write, and like even then, Mario's not like an acclaimed movie.
That's a good point. What has he done? What has Seinfeld done?
Well, that's the thing. I don't think so. I think he was like an up-and-coming comedian, and then
he did write the B movie.
Did he write the B movie?
It says he's top billed for writer.
He did the B movie. Then I'll give him that. And did the B movie. I refuse to believe he's single-handedly behind a lot of the magic with that, but I could be completely wrong. I don't know anything about that.
He spent a week working on it, apparently.
Okay, yeah. So there you go.
That actually, I know that it's probably more context to it, but just think it's like, yeah, I spent a week on it.
Yeah, I feel like he spent a week on it, and then again, other people had to punch it up.
Well, there are 3 other writers, so they
there you go.
What if we made a B movie?
What if we made a movie and it's like a bee, and he's like, I don't want to be a bee and live in a hive and be a slave. I want to fuck women. Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny? And it's just like, all right, well, you have the check. We'll figure out how to make it work, Jerry. Yeah, I bet it'd be really funny. And it's just like, and I guarantee you the other 3 writers, I'm not going to guarantee you, but I would put money that the other 3 writers that was what they were working with. And they're just like, well, they're just like, I don't know. If you get a good writer, they can make magic out of anything. Like, that's the thing. And you just never hear about like these good, awesome writers.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's just like, there's so many talented people out there that you just never learn the name of.
What's the deal with living in hives?
Like, great example, like Deadlock. Like, I still don't know any of the writers behind that game.
Well, yeah, they keep it pretty secret.
Yeah, they keep it pretty secret, but it's just like I think that will be the best, like the game's best, like a video game's best writing for a couple of decades.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see, but like nothing has come in the last few decades.
There's not really any lore though. It doesn't really feel like there's any lore.
I'm not even talking about like just lore-wise. I'm just talking about like the interactions are so authentic compared to anything I've seen in maybe two decades. It would be a tough sell. Now, granted, I'm a sheltered person. I don't play a whole lot of video games, so.
Here we go.
But nothing.
Yeah, even Julie's shaking her head. I play a lot of video games.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
just
I
a
mean, it's
couple
just
hundred.
like, it's just so talented, and it's just like I don't know a single person working at that on that project, and I probably never will.
You probably will when the game comes out.
I still don't know
there'll be
who is
credits.
behind a lot of the writing at Left 4 Dead.
You could look up the credits.
I could look it up, but like what I'm getting at is we don't know offhand. Just
No,
like
so
we
you
don't
can
know
look
the
it
names
up.
of the writers for the B movie who were probably responsible
knew
for
it was- I knew it
saving
was
that
Jerry
fucking
Seinfeld.
movie. Yeah.
I knew it was Seinfeld. How about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't know how much he was behind it versus the other three.
Well, he spent a week on it, so at least that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what if we made a movie about a bee who wants to have sex with
He's just like,
women?
what's all this? What, I gotta be a bee? It's just like, well, Jesus.
That doesn't seem very
I
fair.
think there's something to do with that. Like, I don't know
They
if you've
take our
seen
honey
it.
and we
He
don't.
gets like these concepts. He get like his comedy at this point is so lazy. Is he's just like, yeah, I came up with this concept, and I think there's a joke in there, and that's it. That's as far as I'm gonna go with it. Like his whole what was it? He's like, what's the deal with poker? I mean, we're trying to steal money from each other.
Is that a real one?
That's a real one, and that's it. And he's just like, and I think there's a joke in there. No. It was the interviewer was just like, that's all he could muster.
Very good. Let's
It's so
move on.
funny. I'll show you that interview. It's so funny just listening to Seinfeld.
Well, were you stealing money from everybody?
Yeah, well, he's just like, and we're stealing money from me, and we're supposed to be friends, and I'm lying to steal your money. yeah, and just like the guy's just like,
Wow, that's a good point.
yeah, it's just like, and it's just like,
Very
it's like that's his. He's like, I got a good idea.
Well,
He's like an idea man. Have you ever
Yeah,
heard of
yes,
idea
yeah,
man?
yeah,
Yeah,
I've
like
heard
it's
of
just
the idea.
like.
There could be something funny.
There is, but it's just like at that point, it's like the writers doing all the work, and it's just like, it sounds like they're the ones actually making the joke.
Well, yeah.
It's like you're just giving like a, all right, audience, we're gonna do what do you call it? Well, improv. Give me a name and location, and Jerry's just the guy who's like, Britain, drunk lady, and then. The other writers who don't get the credit have to make it funny. And he's just like, yeah, but I came up with the prompt. I came up with the prompt.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean,
What's our time look like, Jay?
I'm having so much fun, and it's
Really? Wow,
it's
okay.
probably because of the caffeine in this. It's
Well,
been a
maybe.
bit since
I
I've
think
had
you
some.
just when you get because everybody's like that. You know, you wake up, you're groggy, but then you start getting into it. You're moving around. You're up.
Well, you were clever to talk about Dukes of Hazzard and Jerry Seinfeld.
You know what's funny is I don't think I brought up either of those. I think you brought those up. You're very clever, Brooker.
What was the?
Maybe I'm the ID man. I got two more topics. I
Yeah,
gotta talk
go in
about.
yours because I'm gonna.
I got one that's really funny, and the other one's gonna piss Julie off. A little
Okay,
bit.
but just so everybody knows, like, I'll try and reach out to me. I'll try and find the interview
put a link
about the
in the
unfrosted
description.
thing where he's like,
This is my magnum opus.
my magnum opus.
This will surpass.
And
I
it's-
think I remember that. Maybe I'm just
Yeah,
like,
and, well, and I remember like when it started failing, he's like, it's just so fucked up that you just can't make any jokes anymore, and there was so many edgy humor. The
Should we
clean
watch
comic
that?
Seinfeld saying
Did
like,
he brand himself as a clean comic?
yeah, that was like his whole thing is like
You
he
know,
didn't
Cosby
curse.
was a clean comic.
Yeah, it's always funny how the clean comics seem to be some of like the worst people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Punch the Monkey. Do you know what that is?
is that like jerking off or something? What?
I guess it is, isn't it?
Is that what Julie said?
No, that's funny though.
Well, okay. So what's
That
punch
is
the
a
monkey?
quote. You know that dumbass little monkey that it's like,
He's a cute little guy.
he's kind of cute.
And what like
It's just
monkey
like over on the
balloons?
internet. No, it's like
monkey
it's like a
all across the
legit.
internet?
It's a little monkey and it was getting bullied by other monkeys,
What?
and then it got a little blanky, and then
What?
No, he has a little stuffed monkey.
oh yeah, he got a little stuffed monkey.
I don't
and
think
he's
I like
it's
this.
okay, well, I wanted to get your opinion on it. I thought you knew. I figured you knew about it. It's all over the internet.
Okay.
He's got his own subreddit and everything. Anyways, he was getting bullied, and then he got a girlfriend. Yeah, that little dude.
What the fuck is that?
It's a monkey.
And people are talking about it. Why? He
'Cause
like
it
jerked
got
off on
bullied.
camera or
No,
something.
because he was abandoned by his mother or whatever, and he got bullied and.
Are you guys like pulling a joke on
No, this was like a big deal. It was all over the internet.
Did you guys see this monkey in Africa? They
No,
couldn't
it's in
see
a
the
zoo.
family, so they just.
It's in a zoo. It was getting bullied. It got abandoned. It was getting bullied.
It was
They
getting
were all,
bullied?
They
What
were
does
all
that look
beating
like?
it up. They were like punching it and stuff, or something.
And they were just letting it happen. They're like,
Well, what are they gonna do? Interfere and get?
the
torn apart?
zookeepers are just like.
Well, no, legit. What is the zookeeper gonna do? Like sedate them or go?
Hey, like.
And then they tear.
Wow,
them
how big
apart
are they?
and
Because
die.
she showed the picture
It's a
she
baby- it's a
showed.
baby
It was
little
this
monkey.
big. It was like
He's
this
a
big a
baby
monkey.
monkey. There's other big monkeys in
This
the barn.
big
It
of
wasn't
a
that big. It wasn't that big. All right, we don't have to talk about it. What is that?
Getting bullied.
Yes,
Let me see that. Let me see that.
Okay, he's getting bullied.
What is this? Is this AI?
No, Carter. Sometimes you act like a boomer. Where you're like, what is this? How do I do this?
They're just dragging it around the floor. And then the zookeeper's like, and he drops his stuffed monkey and it's like so retarded it doesn't know what's going on.
Maybe he had too much caffeine.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
He's like
right, well,
autistic
okay,
about this plush.
well, I don't wanna-
Okay, anyways.
I actually don't want to talk about it anymore because I thought you'd be like, oh, I love Punch the Monkey.
What's Punch? So it's like everybody's
That's-
telling everybody to beat the monkey?
No, its name is Punch, the little baby monkey. Okay, well,
They named the monkey. This monkey keeps getting punched. What do we call it?
alright, we're moving on. Okay.
Why is the zookeepers bullying it? They like
They're not
threw a
bullying-
stuffed mammal
No,
at
they
it and like,
wanted some
that's you.
companionship. Now I'm on Julie's side. I was against her, and now I'm like, no, heck you, dude. Punch is cool. Because you just, like, I was just like, I don't care. Why is this still relevant? And you're just like, this monkey's fucking retarded.
It's just like the zookeeper comes in and he just tosses like a stuffed monkey and he points at it. And it's like, well, I guess that's his mom now. It's like the zookeepers are like assholes letting him get dragged around.
Punch is happy now. He has a little girlfriend.
Yeah, Punch is
He's
getting
got a
laid.
girlfriend.
Punch is getting laid.
Is there videos of him fucking?
I don't, probably out there.
This is
Probably.
psychotic. So people are like,
Okay, so people are really invested in the monkey's well-being, okay?
I get it.
Was the
I
point
get
I
it.
brought it up was it was just like, why is this still? Why do people still care?
Because people want escapism.
I guess
It's
we're
like the
moving
same
on.
as like the Kardashians or whatever.
We're moving on. You ruined that for me. So
Oh, I'm
thank you.
sorry. I just thought it was so funny. It was just like
Okay, so all right, check this out. I'm on Facebook. Okay,
beat in the head monkey.
that is
This
funny.
is
Punching
me.
the, what is that? Jerking off? I guess.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead.
All right.
The saddest monkey. There's like videos of it just
Just
jerking
jerking
off alone, like with this sad face. He's a lonely and no woman wants to touch him. It's like, okay, dude, you guys need to like stop like
He's-
shaming this guy. It's so
Punching the
mean.
monkey to his little stuffed animal.
He has no friends except for this stuffed meat. Look how pathetic he is. All right, go on.
You done?
It is really funny. I was just like, that's funny how like pathetic that like the zookeepers are trying to make him seem.
Well, legit. Like if you try to get involved with those monkeys, because if they're beating up,
You
the
put him
little-
in another exhibit. I mean, it's just like if he's getting beaten
Well,
up.
maybe they did do that after the fact.
Maybe I don't know, but it does seem funny. And then they're like, it's like. So they give him the
You know,
stuffed
no,
mantle,
no, no,
but hang
no,
on,
no,
it's like
no,
it's
no,
like
no,
it's
no, no,
another
hold on,
thing.
hold on. I opened
Like
it
they
back
give
up.
it like
I
a
wanna
little
stop.
shirt that says like.
Stop.
They give him a shirt that
No.
says it's like Starbucks or some shit. Like some like
Starbucks?
Madagascar 5 Nights at Freddy's shirt. He just starts getting beaten up more. It's like, what are the zookeepers doing?
I've never seen you like this on the show. Is this really the effects of one Coke?
I think so, yeah.
I'm not giving him any more.
Yeah, you might be banned from Coke now. I was
They
actually,
give him a shirt that'll get him bullied.
I was actually asking, would you try the Coke that had cocaine in it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
no.
my mom that I
Yeah, I asked her mom. that.
No,
She said no.
I try to stay away from cocaine just because it's
Just because.
well, it's like
It's not that fun.
well, no, it's more of just like the pros don't outweigh the cons. It takes like it just
Have
doesn't
you
last
done
very
cocaine
long.
before?
I haven't, but I've talked to a lot of people because I contemplated doing it.
Because you say I try to stay away, which would imply that it's like I've done it, but you know.
I mean,
shouldn't.
I could get some if I wanted to. I know a bunch of friends who like
Okay.
are, you know,
I-
know the people or
I
whatever.
really never know what I'm gonna get when I ask. You.
Well, I was just saying, but like,
It's like I asked her
Well,
mom, and she's like, "No, I don't think I would. I think I'd get addicted." And then that's the end of the conversation.
yeah, for me it wouldn't necessarily
So I
be
was like, well,
addicting. It's just
try
like
to stay away. I might. I could
well,
probably get it. if
well
I
again,
wanted.
like I use like caffeine as like a self-medication aspect, so that
You
like
done
I
with this? Is this empty?
yeah I emptied it out.
Take that away from me. Keep playing with it.
Yeah. Here, I'll take this.
All right.
Thanks.
But yeah, so like my relationship with caffeine is like I use it as like a medication or something. What, you don't want me playing with fiddling? What's wrong with fiddling?
You're just fidgeting and just.
Yeah, it's helping me think.
All right. I'm sorry. Can I talk about the thing I wanted to talk about?
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry. I
no,
asked
go
you
ahead.
that because I just expect.
Well,
like,
you
a
asked
simple
about
answer.
the Coke thing, and I was just like, well, yeah, I've thought a lot about it.
Well, yeah, and so
Yeah, I
like,
thought a lot about
some
doing
topics.
Coke.
I'm like, it's great. Carter can web with it. We can talk about it for a lot. Like I didn't think we'd get that much out of Chuck Norris or whatever, but we did. It went into Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
And then into Seinfeld and the hackiness and all that.
Punch the monkey.
And then that one was just I wrote down.
Zookeepers
But the
even
cocaine
beat
one-
him in the closet.
Oh, damn it.
All right, go
I brought it back up. God damn it. Okay. All right.
Is there anything
Reel
else
it
we
in,
can do to
Carter.
make him more pathetic?
Reel it in.
He has like a cast.
Reel
on
it in,
dick.
dude.
It's just like the biggest loser. All right, go ahead.
You good?
I'm good.
Is there actually, is there anything else you want to talk about? with
I wanted
Percy?
to talk about the Coke thing, but I guess you don't want to talk about that.
Maybe we could bring it back up. But
Okay.
This one's really interesting to me.
Okay, go ahead.
I kind of wish I could show you the video, but dead air and all that. Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
on Facebook, right?
Okay.
And do you remember that crappy CG or not even CGI, but the Cat in the Hat movie?
Yeah, with Michael Myers.
Was it Mike? Yeah, it was Michael. Myers. I
Yeah,
thought
or
it was-
Mike Myers, I
thought-
guess.
Wasn't Alec Baldwin in that?
Yes.
Okay, anyways, that one. So anyways, I'm on Facebook and I see something that looks like Mike Myers, with the cat in the hat and the creepy makeup.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, so he's doing this and he's like, "Oh, yes, where can we, thank you for calling Dr. Seuss Travel Agency. Oh, yes, I booked Mr. Chalamet there, just a little bit of,
And this, I don't know Chalamet, but
he's that one dude, he's a famous actor. He's
Okay,
a real
so
person.
some
that's all you need to
actor
know.
or
So
something.
he's like, "Oh, yes, I just
this is
booked
like a Facebook short.
This is like a Facebook short. Or whatever.
Okay.
And it's Cat in the Hat. It's in.
And
like
it
a
looks
whole
like Mike
setting.
Myers.
Well, it's the cat. It looks like
The
the
makeup
cat.
looks very similar.
It looks very similar.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So I just booked Mr. Chalamet there. Oh, you'll have a great time. Oh, whatever. Anyway, so I'm like, oh, okay. What the hell is this?
What do you mean? What?
Well, they're
just like a weird
advertising
short.
it as Doctor. No. This is an official thing. It's Dr. Seuss's travel agency. So I'm like, what the hell is this real? So I look it up on the internet, and it's a real website. Okay. So
That sounds like a scam so far, but
well, hold
go
on. So yeah, so I'm looking, and it's like, oh, book a trip to like the Lorax Forest or whatever. And there's like this cool. I'm like, oh wow. So is there like a Seuss world that I don't know about? And then like just different locations that you might expect from like the
I think
Dr.
they do
Seuss
have
world.
something like that at Universal.
So yeah, so I'm like, okay, this actually sounds cool, and I keep scrolling, and it's like, oh, book now, like with these different like travel options or whatever. I'm like, okay.
Right. Okay.
So I scroll down, and then I look at the testimonies, and it's like, I like your inner child will thank you, like you won't regret it. This is an amazing experience. I'm like, okay, all right, wait.
This is on their website.
This is on the official Dr. Seuss travel agency. So I'm like, okay, so surely this has got to cost like hundreds of dollars, thousands
This sounds
of
like
dollars.
a scam. I'm
So anyway,
still
so-
waiting for the part where it's
Yeah,
like
so-
not a scam.
No, so I click, I'm like the Lorax one because it looks cool. There's all the little trees. And it's just a website so you can buy the Dr. Seuss books. It's like, oh, you can buy it on Amazon, Target, Walmart, whatever. I'm like, Dr. Seuss has been dead for like 40 years. Like, yeah, I grew up with his books, but we already know, like, he's like the premier child.
You don't need a middleman to get you the freaking books.
Well,
like,
yeah,
you can go
yeah.
to a bookstore, you can go online.
Yeah, because
I
I'm
mean,
like, if I'm a dumbass kid, I'm like, oh, a travel
dude,
agency.
so many people,
wow.
I'm telling you this, so many people are like, that's how they find worth. Like, I mean, you know, I've told you, like, they create a middleman so they can be the middleman, so
yeah,
they can
but I'm like-
artificially create worth.
I'm like, what a dumbass marketing in my opinion. You know, some people are like, oh, this is so cute. And I'm like, it's confusing to me because I really thought it was like a real and I'm like, oh, books? I'm like, yeah, I could just, I'm like, I either
It's just
already
creating a middleman so that they have something to gain for doing nothing, essentially.
yeah, probably.
Like that's what like middlemen try and do. Like the people who don't have skills to offer create an issue so that they can be the solution to it because they have nothing of actual value.
I mean, but like, do you find that weird that even exists?
No.
No. Well,
No,
I
the
do.
middleman thing is like a real thing. I've had to deal with a lot of negative stuff. It very much upsets me because it just.
Well, do you know about Dr. Seuss?
In what regard?
Like, do you know anything about him?
Not.
So
There was like
let
something
me-
I knew about
okay,
it,
so-
why he called himself Dr. Seuss, but
Okay,
I don't.
so one, not a doctor.
I know.
He actually he
He
what
was
is it?
anti-vax.
Probably no. He
I don't
dropped
know.
out. He dropped out of college to write to be a cartoonist.
Okay.
Right, and this was during the I think World War II,
Okay.
and so he drew propaganda and stuff for,
Oh, that's funny.
for like U.S. Propaganda and stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, so but then of course you know anyone would you pivot that to children's books, right?
I mean, you could say the Lorax could be considered propaganda. I don't think it is. I
I'm
think
just
it's
saying,
a
like,
cautionary
there is
tale.
something funny about that, where it's like that does seem like a perfect segue, like into like,
Really? I think it's like. I mean, I don't think so. Like, unless you're propagating
Well, I just
to
mean
children.
like I'm not saying like oh I agree or I approve necessarily. I'm just saying like
Like,
it's
if I was writing propaganda, I could see the segue of like propagating to children.
exactly.
I couldn't see I'm doing propaganda. Let me help educate kids on how to spell.
Well, because they
or
make
read.
like so I think it was like he got commissioned by like I'm paraphrasing here, but like somewhere in the government where like we want to help literate if that's the I don't know if you can verb it like that. but-
Help kids with all that.
yeah, with literacy, and so they're like, oh, you have 250 words that you can use, and he used like 210 of them to make like a couple of these books, like One Fish, Two Fish, whatever crap. Anyways, the reason I really want to bring him up because he was like a huge piece of shit. Like he had an affair with his wife while she had cancer, and then she ended up killing herself when she found out.
Well,
and then-
I thought his
then he-
wife outlived him.
No.
No, because that was the whole thing. When he died,
No.
what didn't Dr. Seuss's wife say? Like the Michael Myers movie.
Okay, that's probably his new wife.
Oh, wow.
But his first wife, they were married for however long. She got cancer. He started cheating on her. Then she found out, and then she killed herself because she's like, just basically like, she's like, I don't want to live without you. Like, you're everything to me, so I'm just going to end it since you don't want to be with me. And then he married the mistress 8 months later. And
Then he beat her or something.
I don't know. I didn't get that far.
Okay.
That's not the sensational part, so probably it didn't happen. The beating part, anyways. The cheating definitely did. But yeah, I mean, he's a child's book author, and I'm hearing about him now. I'm like, the last time I'd really thought about him was when I was in like third grade, and we had to do like a book report on him or something.
He made books.
I think I found that out when I was a kid.
Outside of the Lorax, I don't really know if there's any books
Green
that
Eggs and Ham.
No, I don't like any of his. It's just like stupid rhymes. It's just like, I'm just gonna make a rhyme. 1, 2, 1 fish, 2 fish, blue fish, red fish.
What if we rhyme fish with fish?
Yeah, what if I rhyme fish with fish? This one's red, this one's blue. This one's him, this one's who? It's just like, you're not even fucking trying. It's like, I cracked that out in a week. He's like the freaking Seinfeld of his era.
There we go. There it is.
It's like, I mean, I don't know. The art's really good and iconic, so I won't knock him for that.
Oh, The Places You'll Go. What about that one?
I only know the only one that has any
Well, hey, we
merit
could
in my
go-
mind is the
We
Lorax.
could go to the Dr. Seuss travel website.
No.
Doctors. Oh yeah, and then guess you. I think you'd like this.
Okay.
So because of his accomplishments with his work, right?
Sure.
The books. He got an honorary doctorate degree. So he's like, so I guess you can call me Dr. Seuss.
What does Seuss even mean? He's just
That's his middle name.
okay.
It's
accept
like
that.
a German last name or something. But look at that. Doesn't that look real? Like, don't those look like, oh, that could be a real
Actual
place.
travel destinations.
Yeah.
The Jungle of Newell.
I'm like, wow, that sounds
Hot air
really
balloon
cool.
ride.
I'm like, wow, that sounds.
So if I go to that, the places you go, like that is like a middle finger. Like, and what really upsets me is that you even engaged in this.
Well, I was curious because I'm like, I could see myself I'm not
I guess
gonna
it would
pay
be
for
it would be
now, but-
interesting, like it would be
Uh,
something you could talk about, like if it turned out to be a thing, like some amusement park. There is an amusement park of like all these different Whoville stuff. I'm pretty sure it's Universal though.
Well, yeah, and that's part of me. I was wondering. I was like, oh, is this like a Universal? But I mean, I'm just thinking, what is this launched a month ago apparently, and
It's just like people are desperate for money.
well, but I'm like, I don't know where is the market because I'm also thinking again.
I mean, so many places fail because it's just like hackney get rich quick schemes.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of the market because I'm like a kid's not going to look up a travel agency that
All you need to
applies to
do
me.
is convince somebody that it could make some money or be of some use, and then they give you the money, and at that point all you have to do is you're just like, all right, well, here's your product. Okay, cool, I got my money though. And it's just like,
This is a website.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just like something probably cracked out in like a couple of days, and it's just like they probably got paid like thousands of dollars for it for just a couple of days of work. I don't know. There could be something way else going on. I don't know, but like that's what that rings to me when I see that.
I guess it's AI.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So they're just like, oh, look, I could like just do everything and make all these stuff with AI. Because I wanted to say that, but I didn't. But
Oh, that's fun. Oh yeah, his last name was Giesel. It was like something Seuss Giesel.
that's interesting. Isn't Giesel one of like the characters in his books?
Probably. He seems like the type that would do that.
I was talking with one of my friends about like, because I think me and him kind of concluded the only reason Cat in the Hat movie wasn't as successful as the Grinch movie is because it wasn't seasonal. I don't.
Was Seuss Grinch?
Yeah.
No.
You
Was
didn't
he
know
really?
that?
Was he? I mean, the art style that would make sense, but
You didn't know? I feel like you're yanking my monkey.
was it really?
You're punching
God,
my
yeah.
monkey,
You're
aren't
punching
you?
my monkey, baby. That's gonna be. That's probably gonna be the title, "Punching My Monkey."
That's funny.
Wow, he is. I mean, of course.
That's crazy, you didn't
No,
know.
I mean, I think I knew that at one point, but
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, the Grinch is so successful. It's like it's basically its own media franchise.
It's because it's like
itself.
Christmas. Every Christmas you can watch that.
Oh,
but it's just like,
no.
when would you watch the Cat in the Hat movie? There's no
When you
holiday
hate yourself.
to associate that with. And I don't know. I
When
think
you
it
need
was
to clean
kind
your
of
house,
funny.
You could really watch that any day of the year.
Yeah, but you could say that the same. Like, there's no tradition behind it, like there could be with a Christmas movie. And that I think contributed to its not success. I think it was. I don't know. I found it kind of funny. It's charming in its own way. I think the Grinch had so much merchandising and
Do you remember
advertising.
there
that-
was like a Grinch link or a Grinch? You know what? Never mind. Just forget it. Cut. Not
Pucker up, Whoville.
really. Well, do you think he has a cock? Do you think he has one,
The Grinch?
or do you think he's like?
I think there was like a whole thing about he did, but I don't know. He has an asshole.
1 minute? We're at 59 minutes.
You're wanting to be done when we get
If
to
you
the
have
point?
something pressing you want to talk about,
I mean, there was what was it? You said we could go back to it. What was it?
what was that, Jay? You're our timekeeper, after all.
Eh,
What were we go? It was probably
It was Jerry Seinfeld's on Frosted. I
it's
think.
probably something like that.
He
the way he talked about that movie. Way he said, he's like,
right.
I'm not even joking
Well,
though.
it's just you
Yeah.
mentioned that.
Yeah, it is funny just like seeing it's like. I
Okay,
think
if
it
you
goes
could make
to
a movie, if you
Well, see, that's what I was about to go into. Is just like a lot of people have this great man theory that like some of the best stuff out there it's made by like one person or something. I think it's a myth. I think like the best things that we see, we might ascribe them to like one person, but I think it's usually a team effort. I think
well, duh, yeah. I mean,
yeah. And if it's not, it's usually like it can't hold. It's either a really great experience that's being told from an individual that's like being shared, or there's something preventing you from engaging with it critically.
well, you made it sound like you had an idea. Is there a movie?
Well, I think okay. So on the good end, I think.
Is there a movie you would want to make?
Oh yeah, I think we talked about it. Well, movie instead of TV show.
Okay. a TV
Yeah, I
show.
wanted to make a Lifetime movie, and I think I could
So, like, as a
technically
joke?
write it.
So, like, as a joke, I'm guessing.
I'm
talking about.
I mean, that's the thing is like they are jokes themselves, and that's the fun part.
No,
It's just like I want
yeah,
I want to
maybe, but
see
they
how
they-
far I could go with still staying with like still get approval from the Lifetime Movie Network executives of like still air this, and they would be okay. They're like, all right, fine, we'll still air it. Like I'd want to push the boundaries as much as I could, and see what happens. Like see.
But
how
you don't,
much
you
into
don't have
parody?
you don't have a plot. You don't have a
What
concept.
do you mean? It's the. Oh, he seems like a great guy, and then he gets with it. He's a monster. You're never gonna leave me. You know, it's like it's the
Yeah.
plot of like the other
What would it be?
987 different Lifetime.
What would it be called?
Um,
Betrayal.
I would need to think of like a funny hook or something. And I don't know. I haven't really. It's
So you just
so
come
low
up
on
with
my
ideas
priorities.
then.
It's so low.
you
Movie is not the medium I want to.
So you're just an idea man.
No, no. I want to make a video game,
I'm just.
and
I'm just kidding.
that's the medium I want to tell my stories in. A movie, I don't know.
kidding.
Yeah, a movie, I don't. I don't really know if I wanted put like I would just be participating in that. Otherwise, it wouldn't be very good. I don't think. But I think a great example of really good individuals telling stories or experiences is like when you get like I guess like a novel or like an indie game, and then like a really good example of something that's like from one person that people just don't engage with critically is like Harry Potter and stuff, which is like a silly, goofy book series that was way overhyped, and that's fine. But like if you look at it critically, it all falls apart. I mean, it's just like it was a great sensation, but it's like to the same effect of like the Avengers Endgame. It's like the moment you go in there with a critical eye, it all crumbles around. It all crumbles down. But that doesn't mean like I mean, like the experience and everything associated with that. That's still like a really cool, important thing that happened, and I'm not diminishing that. But it's just like the source material definitely is like hogwash, at least for the Harry Potter thing.
Do you agree with that, Julie? I wasn't listening.
I wasn't. I'm trying to work on the thumbnail in real time.
That's funny. But yeah, I guess that's the only thing I really got to say.
Well, we can end it here. I have some other stuff I have to do.
I mean, is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, that was all my top. That was all my topics.
What was the original goal that you were trying to go with Punch the Monkey?
Basically, Julie's like, "Oh, I love Punch the Monkey," and I'm like, "Why are people still talking about this damn monkey? I don't care. It was cute. I felt bad for it, and then I moved on, and I don't want to think about it anymore." And I thought you had seen it and be like, "No, Punch is cute, Punch is," but I should have known how stupid of me. You'd be like, "They should just fucking kill the monkey."
Well, it's just funny. It's like getting dragged around.
Like a cartoon.
It's just like, what the fuck is this? It's like, isn't that sad? And I'm like,
Yeah, that
we're
okay.
watching people murder animals.
That was kind of the point, where like to sympathize with the monkey, And
I mean, it's like it sucks, but it's just like, I mean, it's in a zoo. I mean, like, we're torturing an animal, or
well, there
not even because it's in a zoo is it torture. I just mean like, it's like, well, stuff's gonna happen, and it's like, why are we talking about
guys,
it?
it's just a cost of doing business here.
Guys, it's
Punch
just
the
a
monkey.
costume. It's not a real monkey.
What is that from?
I just made it up.
No, I know, like those exact words you made up, but that seems like it's like from Scooby Doo or something. Guys, it's just a then you die or whatever. Just a costume, obviously. You could
I don't
pull it
know.
off.
I'm sure.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure. Well, I know there's many jokes on the Scooby Doo where it's just like, I'm trying to rip off the face and skin. Duh. And it's
Then
like,
they rip
it's
off
not
the
a
skin.
mask.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
it won't pull off. Oh gosh, like zoinks.
Any thoughts on Scooby Doo?
I want to make a parody video.
Oh yeah. What's it gonna be about?
Well, I have a couple ideas. Oh, there is one more thing I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know? Okay, I already know the answer, but I'm gonna ask you anyways for posterity. Do you know who Clavicular is?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. I didn't learn about him until like maybe 3 or 4 days ago.
Okay.
Because he's been making the rounds in my feed.
Nuh-uh.
Anyways, he's like some incel, but he's like conventionally attractive, right? And he's what's called a looks maxer. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of that.
Okay.
This.
You know, where they say like, "Oh, I'm mogging," and I'm
Yeah.
mean.
Part of it is just like, is this all real? Like, it's
Yes,
hard for me
real.
to.
It's very real.
Yeah.
It's like it's tangential to like Andrew Tate stuff, where it's like you got to be the alpha male, whatever. Anyways,
That one is just so. I do want to
know.
just take a second to say, like, I'm just like, it's been disproven for
the
decades.
wolf, yes, the wolf.
The
Thing, it's not a
wolf
real- it's
pack,
not
the
a real
alpha thing. Like, I mean, it's just like, it was like, are we like, let's just compare ourselves to just some random freaking animal. And it's just like, I'm like a lion, and it's just like, aren't lions just scavengers? And isn't like the mother usually in charge? And it's just like, we're not lions, so why are we comparing? Well, because they exist. We're like hippopotamuses, actually. Now that I changed my mind, yeah, it's just like, it's just like, we're like Pikmin. Like, it's just like, it's to the same effect.
I'm an Olimar.
I'm like the Olimar. You got to be the Olimar of your thing, and it's
Yes.
just like, but saying like Olimars are a real thing,
Well, yeah,
and then it's
yeah,
just
and
like,
then there's like,
and then
there's
people
the Sigma.
believing that there are Pikmin on planet Earth
Well, that's
is
how
like insane to me.
Pikmin.
Pikmin on real
planet
Earth.
Earth.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like the same thing. I mean, it's just like it is as fantastical as this whole myth of like this wolf pack that has this hierarchy that like lives in like human society or something. It's like to the same and it's just like, are we still believing this? Like, this is like so goofy.
I feel like we need a fourth camera back here just to show how unamused I am.
We could. I could use that.
Yeah, we should get that. But
I don't
yeah,
know why that's so funny. There's Pikmin on planet Earth. But you gotta be the
it
Olimar.
really is. It really is. Like, when I hear the alpha wolf shit, like, I really do just think I'm like, it's like the same degree of like people talking about like how they need to be the blue Pikmin of the world or some
when
shit.
Sequoia hears this, that's gonna be funny.
Yeah, it's just like like you don't actually believe. Like, I forget people
All right,
actually
hold
believe
on,
this
hold on. Let me
stupid shit.
continue what I was saying.
That's all I had to say. That's all I had to say.
Okay, so anyways, so you know who Andrew Callahan is? Channel 5 News.
Ugh, yes.
Okay, well, anyways, he was doing an interview with Clavicular.
An interview or
No, an interview. They're sitting down. No, they're just sitting down and having a conversation.
so? What do you think of this?
No.
Okay, so an actual interview.
actual interview,
Okay, I
they're
just want to
sitting-
clarify, because that's majority of like what
No,
I know him as.
Okay, well, he does
I'm
interviews.
just like,
No, well, okay. I know what you're talking about, like the on the street stuff. but
Yes.
No, he's done interviews like with like right wing like people
nut
like
jobs
that.
and shit.
Like he did one with Joe Biden where it's like no, literally they sit down and they talk to each
Joe
other.
Biden?
Like no, or sorry, Hunter Biden.
Hunter.
sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I think I heard about that, and it was actually pretty interesting.
But no, he does like real interviews, but
Okay,
like
good.
with named people, and he'll put their name in the title. That's different than like, oh, I went to this convention and did.
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
whatever.
and I stood there with my mouth gaping
Well,
open while
he
they talk.
asks questions, but that's beside the point.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no.
so Clavicular's like, do you? And I know this is what he wants, just people talking about him in general, but I think it's funny because I'm getting to a point. Anyways, so he's like, so do you really think you can look in the mirror and say you're satisfied with the way that you look? And Andrew Callahan's like, yeah, I'm confident in what I look like. And then, well, yeah, he was like, okay, if you're not going to be sincere, like, there's no point in doing this interview. And so the interview just stopped because he's like, you're just lying to yourself. And he's like, that's not cool. Anyways.
Wow, sounds like a really fun person to be around.
So he's insufferable. Anyways, so then SNL made like a mocking him. Yes. He
What?
Made it to
SNL?
Yes.
Are they really like that?
Yeah, that's where they're at. Like
that's where they're at?
So anyways, it's like this chick and she's like doing this face, like, and looking like that. She's like, I just maxed the fuck out of this guy while maxing, and then I did this to do whatever.
Yeah,
and
that's like Friends humor.
Well, yeah, and so it's like it's not very funny.
It's the delivery.
It's
that
not
was
very funny what she's doing. Like it's kind of funny just because it's just so over the top.
Yeah, it's so.
But anyways,
stupid that they're even doing it.
So he's like reacting to it, and he's just like this, like he's like, God, millennials are so fucking retarded, man. This is not funny. Which makes it funny.
And then it turned off, and then it was like a 5-second clip.
But yeah, that was like the clip or whatever. And anyways, that was like the first exposure I had was just like those two things. And so anyways, I've been wanting to make a Pokemon video. What's the issue? Is it red? Is it still red?
No, I'm just looking. I'm disassociating because of how I'm listening.
Okay, anyway,
but I'm doing that to disassociate so I don't like freak the fuck out.
What he's on record doing, I don't know if he's done it on camera, but what he'll do is he'll get a hammer and then he'll break his bones.
Yeah, it's part of looks maxing.
Yes, so he's someone that does that. Anyways, I wanted to make a Pokemon video, and I was like, well, I can't think, because I want to do like, go Pikachu, let me do this or whatever, and then do like the Pokédex. It's like the dumbass Pokemon, boo boo boo. So I was thinking, I was like, Clavicular, that's perfect. It's like Clavicular, the dumbass Pokemon. This Pokemon will destroy its bones with a hammer or something like that.
I would probably refine that one. I don't know,
Well, I'm an idea man.
And
so maybe you could do it.
Yeah, well, that's what it sounds like it's happening, because I would probably say...
Well,
you'd probably want the Pokemon to be looks maxing.
The looks smacking.
Well, it's more, it's like and you would have to relate it to the gameplay. So maybe like similar to like how you do the breeding. I mean, honestly, like I guess you could say like looks smacking is like adjacent to eugenics. So it's just like, because you're saying like, it's not okay how like certain bone structure is and shit, and it has to be like a certain. It's so cringe, dude.
Would you ever do that? Would you ever do that?
What? Like break for my nose because I can't breathe through it. So if that would fix my nose so I could breathe, and it looks exactly the same, then yeah, because that's what you have to do for surgeries like that. You have to break your bones.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like your clavicle. Would you do that? Would you break your clavicle?
For why?
So you could repair and become more refined.
No, that's
stupid.
Well, it's just like, it's kind of like Punch the Monkey. No, but I mean, it's just like, that's what he is just the clown. I mean, it's just like...
He's just another grifter.
I mean, well, it's not even... I mean, it really... I mean, he is a grifter, yes, but it's just like... Are we... Like, it really is like, the internet is dominated by children. So it's just like, whatever works with children... So like back in the day when you're in 7th grade, if somebody jumped on the cafeteria table and started like throwing bugs on them and like eating diarrhea or something, it's like everybody had that attention, and now attention equals money. So it's just like, since
just be as ridiculous as possible.
Yeah, just do what 7th graders will like, because that's majority of your audience.
Well, there's
on the internet.
A theory which stands to reason that he's like getting astroturfed.
What is that again?
So it's like basically artificial growth. Like he's getting popular because certain people want him to be popular. Like rich people want him to be popular.
Oh yeah.
So like, everybody.
Oh, is that what that word means? Yeah, that's like a real. I'm
it's
glad.
The title of one of our episodes because we talked about it.
I'm glad astroturf is a term, because that really encapsulates a lot of stuff. I mean, I think that was the case for the Kirkmeister. He was
Possibly.
Yeah, I think he was astroturf.
The famous YouTuber.
Yeah.
Anyways, this guy Clavicular or whatever, he like would start streaming on Kick, and then he got like $500,000 in subscriptions like on his 3rd day from a mystery donor. whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, yeah. And then it's just like, and you get people talk. I don't know, man.
Wow, and he supports our right-wing beliefs? That's crazy. All right, anyways, is there anything crazy you want to talk about? Because we're running over time. I have other things I got to do.
Just talking about, I mean, maybe we can talk about it next time, but like, how crazy it is that like 4chan really was a psyop.
Oh, like from Jeff and Epstein?
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of it was just to contain people and like, what's the word? Like,
Congregate?
kind of like just like ferment is like the closest word I can think of.
Radicalized?
More of just like gather people there, and then also people who happen to be there, like slowly turn into like this thing that just kind of stays in containment, but like becomes disassociated from the rest of the world. So it's just, I don't know, it's just weird. It's just like so much of it is just like, it's like, I don't know. It is the incel movement. I get it when you're, I don't know. My big thing was just, I did want to talk about it. It's just like, we need to figure out a way to make it where it's just like, the kids have their internet, and like, there can be an adult space where it's just like, you can
Kids.
count. Yeah, but like, there needs to be an adult space where you can count on it.
What if you had to upload an ID to prove you're an adult, and then everybody else would be on the kid site?
Yeah, no, because like they would just let the kids be in the, like, I mean,
No, you have to issue your state ID with a photo of your face at every angle, and then that way
if
they can
it
prove you're an
was,
adult.
here's the thing: if YouTube was a public, like a government-owned platform, maybe, because they would already have that information, so you just need to verify it, similar to how you do with your like registering your vehicle or whatever. But like having a private company be in charge of that is just,
Oh, wait, I'm being sarcastic because that's what's
well,
happening.
but that's the thing is like, I think unfortunately that is maybe the only route you can really go, is because I mean, I don't know.
But then they'll just sell the data. That's why, yeah, you don't want a private company. Well, it sounds like, yeah, I think we should just shelve this. I think we
Yeah.
should wrap it up.
Honestly, if there's just like a paid service that wasn't just like AIDS, I think that could maybe be something. I'm just tired of, like, it's just like the fact that anybody is talking about some loser that like, he's like, everybody should kill themselves. And then if, I mean, it's just like, okay, it's just like, so, and then he just refuses to talk to anybody but like, we still have to give this guy our attention. I mean,
Well,
it's just like,
that's the
it's like,
thing.
I don't want to be on a website that so much as recommends me that, because that is a failure on their recommendation algorithm, and a failure of the site to even just have that content on there, because it's just like, it is such a joke. It's just like, I don't want to ever hear this.
We got to punch the monkey here.
All right, and that's all I got to say on that.
And that's all we got. We're punching the monkey. Thanks for being here if you listen all the way. You could like the video if you wanted. That would be cool. So that's the show. Goodbye.
All right, see ya.